Frustration for the bowler, very animated as well, Sampal Kami, after that one runs away for a boundary. Quaked into the leg side, and they come quick. This might be trouble. Home safely in the end.
Good running. Aaron Casey wants 2 straight away, but Maharajan's the one going to the danger end. There's no need for him to hesitate. He's got to get his head down. He's got to go.
Gets a hold of this one, and it should go all the way. Half a dozen from the skipper. It ends the over in style. 17 gone, 113 for 5.
DHI Happier Home.
Trying to keep his side in the contest. 37 now required of 18 deliveries. It's going to be a really good game, this, as we get down to the wire. Going to be Nandan coming back for his 3rd over, 1 for 6. Exceptional bowling figures. Short and wide.
He absolutely clattered this. Come in, he's found a boundary, he finds a big one. Siddhartha Bank 6. Captain striking it at 350. If he keeps going, his team can get there, but he's got to find the strike.
Through the covers, and this is going to run away as well. Actually gets it a bit more fine than that, gets it through point this time. That one's raced away. Maharajan finally throwing the bat at it and getting some good connection.
He's trying to protect the leg side, so he bowls wide. It's just slightly wide of off stump, but all his boundary riders are on that leg side. And so if you can beat that in a ring behind square, you'll get yourself a boundary. They're ahead of where the Yaks were at this stage, just ahead.
A 6 runs ahead. Good bowling this, again keeping it wide, getting the batter to reach. It's just going to be a single. Important deliveries. I want to try and keep it as low scoring as possible. That's the ultraviolet F77. Top speed of 155 kilometers per hour with a 0 to 60 kilometers per hour time of 2.8 seconds. It's got some speed on that, eh, HD?
It just reminds me of my youth. Right, the skipper's on strike.
Gets a hold of this, but I don't know if he's got the distance this time. He does, he's cleared it. In fact, gets it over the fence. What an innings this is turning out to be for the captain, Karan KC. Important runs this, keeping his side in the contest.
At the start of the over, they needed 2 a ball. With 15 balls remaining, they require just 25 now. The game is starting to sway in their favor, courtesy of the skipper. A couple of big strikes has got them within touching distance. We're in for a close one here.
The required run rate's dropped to just 10 now. In T20 cricket, 10 runs and over is a very easy task. Came in at a tricky time, Karn Casey. He swung from ball one. Swings again. This time can't quite get it past the fielder.
Not happy. That was right in his slot. Maharajan's got to make a contribution now. Couple of balls remaining here. He's 23 off 30. Skipper's doing his job. This was right in the hitting zone. Oh, that's a slot.
Push down the ground. He'll get off the mark. Karn Casey gets to face the last delivery of this over.
Decision-making time here. You get a single and keep the strike, or does he try and whack this one out the ground as well? I think there's too many runs. I think he needs a boundary and hope that Maharajan can do a job from the other side.
He's been there for 31 deliveries, Maharajan. Surely he can try and get Karn Casey back on strike. You've got to try and go for the big ones here. You don't want to leave too much towards the end. Very well bowled this. He will pick up the single, Karn Casey. Actually, he's going to come back for another. Fielder was deep. And 2 runs picked up off that last delivery. The Gurkhas 129 for 5 at the end of 18.
Neoco solar water heaters. Water purifiers.
Not a lot of batting to come after the pair out there in the middle right now. Karn Casey, 23 off just 7 deliveries, 1, 4, 2 sixes. He'll want to be there and try and finish the job for his side. 21 off 12 now the equation. Sampal Kami will come in for his final over. Yet to pick up a wicket to his name. Angling into the pads. Looked like it would have been going down leg.
We've had some cracking individual performances with ball and with bat over the first few contests of this Nepal Premier League, but now we've got ourselves our real close battle here between two teams desperate to get off the mark. Neither has a win. Captain at the crease, swinging well, 23 of just 7 deliveries. 11 remain. 1 out the ground would do nicely here for the Gurkhas.
Angling
and a 1, and suddenly it's down to 11 or 12 off the last over, and that is real pressure for a bowler to have to deal with somehow. Just 1 boundary, that's all they really need. 1 boundary in this over, and a 2 and a 1, and suddenly it's down to 11 or 12 off the last over, and that
gets this one out of the screws. He joins the party. You ask for a big one, and he delivers.
Now it's theirs to lose.
Picks this one up and picks it up nicely. It's dispatched into the crowds. And finally, Maharajan gets this one out of the screws. He joins the party. You asked for a big one, and he delivers.
Now it's theirs to lose. The Gurkhas are well on top here, 13 from 9. They've just got to be smart because this is the power hit that they've been requiring from Maharajan. He's hung around in support of Erasmus. He's hung around in support of Karen Casey. Now he plays the perfect role.
Yeah, great timing. Part of a few partnerships. And he's anchored the other end. Very well bowled this, right into the toes, and a bit of fancy footwork as well. Turning out to be a very good over for the Gurkhas. 12 off 8 now, with 2 deliveries yet to come.
Perfect delivery. Boundary, surely they'll have their first win. The captain will be looking for a boundary. He'll want a 4 or even a big one, just to ease the pressure for that final over.
Swung away, and this is a poor delivery that's been punished. It's going to run away for 4 runs. Sampal Kami just not as good as it needs to be at this point. Now a very easy equation.
We've seen some poor deliveries not be put away. Karen Casey makes no mistake and immediately looks at square leg and says, how high was that? Not high enough. Not high enough to be given an extra delivery. But do they require the extra delivery? Because it's just 8 now from 7. Singles will do it. That's how simple the task is. But this T20 game of ours, oh, we've seen some silly mistakes made towards the back end. Pressure is a wonderful thing.
That's going to be a wide. He's going to have to re-bowl that one. Poor delivery again. Finds a bit of humor out there in it. Karen Casey. Teammates for Nepal know each other very well off the field as well.
"28 of just 9 deliveries. It is a match-turning innings. Is it a match-winning one?
Swings away, straight over the bowler's head. And what a catch this is! What a moment this is in the game. We're gonna have another look at this, and if it's fielded well, what a fantastic job out in the deep. We were convinced it was gonna sail all the way. Karen Casey's walking. He believes that this was taken cleanly. What a moment in the game this is.
Sport is a game of inches. The Gurkhas an inch away from victory. But what a catch this will be. Watch the left foot. He's inside the rope. Surely he's inside the boundary. He's aware now. He's toppling over. He gets rid of the ball. Now he needs to get back inside to take the catch and to ensure that his team stays alive. This is a remarkable bit of outfield cricket and a remarkable game we have on our hands. We'll go to the last over.
The awareness that he's shown with that foot as he lands right in front of the rope. And then the awareness to toss it up just in time. Dave Kanal, outstanding stuff. Just going to make sure that the foot is clear of that rope. What an effort. What an effort this by Dave Kanal. It's the wicket. It's the wicket they wanted as well. Big moment this in the game. Karen Casey goes for 28 off 10. 143 for 6 after 19.
Con Super Light.
That's going to be it. That's the game. The Kathmandu Gurkhas pick up their first win at the Nepal Premier League. Maharajan will not mind that that's come in the form of edges. He has anchored this innings, 40 of 37, played a very mature knock and made sure that he was there all the way